Should you snap your hips at the top of a squat? Does it actually make it better? Does it make you stronger? I'm gonna answer that in this video. Hey, what's going on, guys? Tyler here from GarageWarrior.com. Got the old clipboard in my hand today because I wanted to make sure this question was asked correctly. And so Lou wants to know, not sure if I can explain this, but when you do those kettlebell swing things, I see you thrust your hips forward. I never see anyone do that when they squat. Do you think this technique is useful in the squat? So I'm going to explain this whole thing. What he's talking about is the finish of the kettlebell swing. So when you're doing the kettlebell swing, you go back on your hips, you hinge at the hips, the top, you snap your hips. Really, you're not snapping your hips forward. You're not trying to aggressively extend your hips this way. You're just bringing everything into parallel as you squeeze your glutes, you fire your core. Basically, you're getting body tension for a fraction of a second. It's just, and everything gets tight for a fraction of a second. Now, this technique was popularized by my man Pavel Tsatsouline, and Pavel uses this technique to enhance powerlifters' explosiveness of their hips and the stability of their core, their inner abdominal muscles and their lower back muscles, okay? So this technique actually was taken from elite powerlifting movements and brought into kettlebell training in order to enhance the explosive power that people can generate from kettlebells. And so vice versa, you can use this kettlebell swing movement to enhance things like squats. So that was the question, was does this enhance a squat? Now what I don't want to see is this. I don't want to see you with a back squat or a front squat coming down and coming back up and locking the thing out and leaning backwards, okay? I don't want to see any of that. That doesn't work. We're not talking about this. Essentially, in a swing or in a squat or in a deadlift or any movement where you move forward and backward, your pelvis, imagine your pelvis as a sailboat and your spine as the mast. These two things never disconnect. Okay? You're not sticking your butt out and coming down and then coming back up and tucking your pelvis under. Your spine and your pelvis, they don't wobble from side to side like this. It's like this. You hinge, you come back up. This never moves separately from this. So hip snapping forward is an aggressive extension of the hips while the core remains tight, but nothing changes from the pelvis to the spine. Okay? And so when you're squatting, coming down and standing up tall, aggressively pushing to the ground, coming up, locking everything out, that's a good technique to finish a squat strong. That's a good technique to get that explosive power that allows you to finish that squat strong. But we're not talking about leaning back at the top. We're not talking about losing core tension. We're just talking about getting tight all the way through the finish of the movement. Now, the heavier the squat's gonna be, the slower this is going to look, even though the power's still there. So you might be up here and you might be going, ugh, to get that final bit of lockout. It looks slow to the naked eye, but you're moving fast. Your muscles are firing fast twitch muscle fibers to get you to the top position, okay? So you gotta think about it. When you're doing heavy things like squats and deadlifts, you are working on speed even though you may be working slow, all right? So I'm gonna go off a little tangent there, but you can use that hip extension with the glutes, the core, everything being tight on the squat at the top of it. It's going to give you more explosive power, which is going to increase your squat number, which is going to make your body look better at the same time. All right? So use that technique. It's advanced, but it's also a fantastic technique if you really want to boost your squat, you want to boost your strength, you want to boost that core stability as well. All right? If you guys dig this video, join the Garage Warrior YouTube channel, GW, right there. Click that link, subscribe to my channel so I can get you more videos like this to help you look, feel, and perform your best, all right? Thanks for watching.